Hey guys, we're finally back in the hardcore world. If you haven't seen episode 1 of this series, I do really recommend checking that out. I was really proud of that video. It's your regular old Minecraft hardcore, but every time we start a new world, I'm going to be getting 2 additional random challenges. You've probably noticed in the top left corner of my screen, I've got 2 funny little icons, and those are the 2 challenges that are applied to this world. The first one, Eternal Darkness, means that it is always nighttime. If you look up in the sky, we got our moon high in the sky, it is permanently midnight. The other icon you can see in the corner is Berserk, which means I cannot use shields. In the last episode, we started a world, died within the first 10 minutes by falling off of a cliff, started a new world, which is the one we're in now. We found this lump, we made some farms, we built this beautiful, old, rotting tree stump starter base that I really enjoyed making. I apologize for the delay between episodes. When I'm making unscripted videos, especially really long ones like this, it is often very hard to find time to record. But I've been doing a little bit of stuff off camera. Specifically, you can see we've got a nice, bright, lit up river. I was having so many problems with drown spawning, and in between episodes, I went and I farmed up a whole bunch of pumpkins and made them into jack-o'-lanterns and everything, and now we have a nice, bright river that's actually helping quite a bit with the drown spawns. Oh yeah, and one other very important thing. That's right, Replay Mod has been updated to 1.19, finally. Now we can get these cool, funky little cinematic flybys of our base and everything. It's gonna be a really great time, and I'm so happy to have Replay Mod finally back in my toolkit. I've mainly been working over at the lump over here, making some more farms and stuff, just kind of passively generating more resources. The pumpkin farm is looking very nice. I should probably harvest that actually. Got another farm in the works over here, and of course I've been farming lots of spruce and bamboo and oak, so that's been all fine and good, but we've got some big problems. There's a wandering trader over here. By the way, the funny thing about it always being nighttime, the wandering traders are always invisible. Yeah, so I've been doing all this stuff with like iron tools, and it's not fun. Iron tools for large excavation projects are really not a good time. So I figured we should start off today's episode with some mining. I could really use diamond tools, and more importantly, I want to make an enchanting setup, which will definitely be part of our starter area behind me. So yeah, let me get right on that. Before I cut to the big, fancy mining montage kind of thing, which I definitely have to do, you will see that over in yonder direction, there is something a little fancy I found the other day. This is off camera, so I didn't record my, epic live reaction or whatever, which is fine because I don't care too much about that kind of stuff. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy, again. Somewhere over in this direction, there's something pretty cool, which I have actually not mined yet. Aha, there we go. First diamonds of the world, guys. That's 1. I'm really only expecting like 2. This ore vein didn't look too big. Yeah, okay, 2 diamonds. Well, 2 diamonds is not the best, but at least we can make ourselves an enchanting table and just kind of work with that from there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go run back and get a bunch more pickaxes. I'm gonna go on a bit of a mining adventure with the replay mod accompanying me, and I'll meet up with you guys when I can show off all the loot that we've collected. Yeah, hi, this is Editing Leon. This mining trip got really weird, and I really want to show you guys all the really stupid things that happened as I was just trying to do a regular old mining trip. Enjoy the weirdness. What? The game crashed. What the hell? Let me restart Minecraft. Hopefully things didn't break too much. Come on, please. No weird stuff in the world, maybe? Please? Thank you? That's not good. Okay, we're back. I'm running this now on regular old release 1.19, no fabric, no anything like that, so I can't zoom, I don't have replays. I don't even know what happened. Maybe fabric crashes when like there's too much gravel on screen or something. I don't know. Wow, okay, maybe that's why fabric was crashing, because it didn't want me to have diamonds. Alright, well that's just a 1 vein, but still. Oh no, it's a 2 vein. Okay, wow. It's... What? Are you serious? Did we just get 2 diamond ore veins right next to each other? That's nuts. Wait, what is happening to my game today? We crashed twice trying to like break gravel, and then I immediately dig into 2 diamond ores. That is nuts. And we're back at the lump. One pretty successful and very strange mining trip later, we are finally done. And before we get to the loot and everything, which is behind me, I did figure out why my game was crashing in case anyone was curious. So basically what was going on is there is a weird like mod conflict between fabric and continuity. In case you don't know, continuity is a mod that simulates like connected textures and stuff that kind of what Optifine has built in natively. I prefer fabric. I don't personally use Optifine because I like to run other mods on top of just, you know, Optifine. But some things I do really miss, like the custom shaders and the connected textures and everything, and the continuity mod is a very good replacement for that, but unfortunately I did have to kind of disable it for the time being. As you saw, whenever I like had floating gravel, the game would just instantly quit. It was really, really stupid. But now we've got that problem fixed, thankfully. Oh, and if you want to see a situation in which I almost died, I want to play that real quick before we get into the loot, because oh my god, my heart was pounding after that. So yeah, enjoy this little clip of me having a panic attack. Oh my god, this whole family down there. One of them stuck in there. Oh my god. Alright, come on, get up here so I can hit you. Oh no. Oh no. That was really bad. This is 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 really bad. Oh. Oh my god, that was close. And I can't put a shield up or anything. This is nuts. It's like, in situations like that, your instinct is just, you know, right click or whatever, or switch to your shield. I can't do that. I have to run. Oh my god. That was really, really, really nerve-wracking. Alright, now that you finished enjoying my anxiety experience, let's take a look at what we got here. Of course, in the right chest, this is just like, you know, the stuff that's not really as important. You know, a little bit of stuff from the lush caves, gravel and tuff and stuff, always nice to hold on to, a good amount of string as well. But I'm sure what you guys really care about is what's in this minecart chest over here. The big boy loot. And yeah, 23 diamonds. That's pretty insane for like a first real mining haul. Considering we're using iron tools, like iron pickaxes and stuff, 23 diamonds. I normally have terrible luck with diamonds, so 23 is actually really, really freaking fantastic. We also got stall. This is gonna be interesting, right? Like I don't actually know what stall sounds like, so I definitely will have to put it on in a little bit. But first things first, I gotta bring all this crap over to my tree, and we gotta do some much needed crafting. So, 25 diamonds. What do we spend them on? Always a tough question in Minecraft when you get your first haul of diamonds, you know? You can make so many things with it. Pickaxes, swords, armor, jukeboxes. And I'm sure there are many, many, many right answers, but I'm pretty confident with the things I'm about to do. First up, of course, you gotta make a pickaxe. Go ahead and grab yourself a little bit of obsidian. God, this takes a long time. Steal some coal on the way back, get intimidated by some drowned, and quickly flee the premises before you drown yourself. Realize you have no sugar cane, which might be a problem. Desperately try and remember if you put any sugar cane anywhere and are just forgetting about it. Find a mysterious cow on your lump. Spot some sugar cane in the distance that you should have picked up a lot earlier. Get attacked by skeletons in the process of getting many skeletons in the process of getting sugar cane. No, I'm out here. Bye. Why are there so many skeletons over there? Jesus. Attempt to calm down as you're full of arrows and frantically heading back to your base. Say hi to the cute little dolphins. Hi guys. Plant your very dark sugarcane. Save 3 sugarcane for some paper, make a book, and get yourself an enchanting table. Sick. Craft yourself another diamond pickaxe because you're a little weirdo. Yeah. Get yourself a sword because you'll definitely need it in this world. And then with 14 diamonds, I would probably do chestplate, boots, and a hoe actually. Might be a bit of a strange pick, but you know, with all this moss and stuff around me and lush caves beneath my feet, it might not be the worst choice in the world. Oh yeah, we forgot a diamond. Or did we? No, we didn't. You know, I've never actually heard this record before. It's very interesting. I can't say I was expecting something so jazzy and syncopated, you know, with light notes of the, oh, what do you call them, those brush drumsticks? Oh, and that's quite fascinating, as a matter of fact. The lovely little high notes from some sort of flute or other woodwind instrument. It's quite a beautiful sound indeed. Alright, well that's enough of that. You know, I've been sitting in this room, enjoying myself, having a good time, and vibing out to some freeform jazz. But this place is still incredibly ugly. And now that we have an enchanting table, I was thinking it would be really nice to try and include that into our base somehow. And to be completely honest with you, I've got zero idea as of recording this clip right now, but I'm sure I'll figure something out, and I'm sure it'll look, maybe decent. Anyways, I'm gonna try and finish up the interior of this base, get this side all cleaned up and sorted out, integrate the enchanting table in some way, and I'll talk to you guys when that's all done. Lots of interior decorations later, and check it out. I am so proud of this interior. I was a little unsure about it at first, you know, I didn't really have a real game plan in mind, as I mentioned. I was kind of just doing everything off the cuff. But look at this. I mean, I'm showing you guys some replays right now, cinematic fly-through kind of thing, but wow, this place came together so well. As you can see, we're definitely keeping the same aesthetic of the storage area consistent throughout the rest of the interior. We definitely had like some empty space behind there, for example, just because of the shape of this build. Through some foliage and stuff back here, keeping it nice and lit and everything, of course, but we've got some decorations on our shroom, which we've also modified a little bit, using some stripped oak up there, and of course the glow lichen and the hanging roots. But we got a cute little bridge over to our little sleeping area, we got some armor, we've got our jukebox over here where we can put in our disc, and then in the back we've actually got this really beautiful looking pond. I was very proud of how this decoration came together, right? It's kind of straddling the edge of our storage area. It also kind of bulges into this hole, which we'll look at in a minute. But this little pond is very, very cute, and I definitely want to get my axolotls in here. I just have to make sure that they won't like die or anything, but it would be really nice to name tag both my axolotls and just toss them right in. Then, of course, the elephant in the room, which is this massive pathway that goes down here. It starts basically right at the front entrance. We're using a very like messy and complicated texture pattern, right, with the spruce and the path blocks and the moss and the coarse dirt. And as you can see, we're going down here, we've got some bamboo acting as like supports for these two curved bits of wood right here and right there. Coming on down this way, this is right at the edge of the pond, so I've got a little bit of foliage going on here. I mean, of course we got foliage everywhere, but especially in this area because it's kind of like an overhang from the side of the pond. And you know, we're continuing with the same design. You'll notice I've got a little bit more of the brown concrete going on as we gently transition into some moss and finally into the underground, which as you can see is not yet finished. I'm gonna have, of course, the bookshelves wrapping all the way around to finish our enchanting setup, but this entire area just came together really, really well. It's so detailed, it's so lush. The amount of like depth and detail crammed into a very, very small space is, I think, very, very beautiful. As I was working on this, I decided that I kind of want to be a little bit more like weird, a little more experimental with my builds in this series, right? Because as you guys know, my main videos are like my creative mode, my building oriented content, right? Like 7 quick tips and the ranking videos and 3 ways to build. And that's actually not a bad thing, because now that I've got a little bit more like pressure taken off of me in my survival builds, I feel like there's a lot more opportunity here for me to get a little funky, a little bit weird with my builds and my video styles and my editing choices and everything. So yeah, I kind of want to make things a little bit more experimental, a little bit strange, bunch of times, but I really do hope you enjoy them. In other news, I also went out and I got some animals, which you can see over here. I've been breeding these guys up. I also went on another caving trip, actually, not as big as the one from earlier in the video, but I do want to show off the loot that I found because I got a few pretty neat things here. First of all, 4 more diamonds, pretty poggers. Bunch more iron, which is also mega poggers. I found a geode. Not gonna lie, I kind of lost track of where the geode is, so that's my bad. And now that we got 4 more diamonds, I definitely want to finish off my collection of diamond tools with, of course, an axe and a shovel. Look at that. Oh, and while I got you here, I actually found something pretty neat off camera. Cause you know, when I'm working off camera, I'm mostly just going between my lump and my base over here, but occasionally I venture outwards into the great wide world a little bit. And as I was doing a little bit of exploring the other day, if we head on over in this direction, should be able to see it off in the distance any minute now. That's not it. I promise you guys I was not trying to show you a plains biome. This is actually not it either, whatever the heck that is. I think that's a shattered savanna. There it is, over there, yeah. We found one of the new mangrove swamps. I have been really excited to check these guys out. I've actually got 2 buckets in my inventory that we're gonna use to... Oh, there's a frog. Look at him. Look at their little face. Oh my god. Whoa, hi. You happy to see me or what? You're so funny. You guys have no idea how happy I am that these guys bred. Creeper, do not ruin this for me. I don't know about you guys, but I love frogs. Look at him. Look at his little face. Alright, I promise I will stop fangirling over the frogs for a minute or two. But what I would like to do, if possible, I can't really pick up the frogs, but I can pick up tadpoles. Also, I'm getting a little bit of lag here, not gonna lie, like there's definitely some frame drops going on in the mangrove swamp biome, which makes sense because they are pretty laggy. But if you guys are getting any of that, I apologize on my end. I haven't been able to afford a new graphics card recently, as you can imagine. Graphics card prices were pretty nuts in the US, they're getting better thankfully. But because of that, I really have not been able to get a new graphics card in a long time. So forgive me for the stuttering and whatever. It's not great, but I can kind of play with it. So we're just gonna have to roll with it, guys. Oh boy, it's laggy. Oh boy, it's laggy. I'm not sure how many tadpoles I'm really gonna be able to find. Oh, that's so weird. Wait a minute, I was wondering why, like, yeah, wait, that's so weird. Like, look, check this out. 'Cause the mud isn't a full block, I'm like in the water a whole lot. Like even if I'm on the block, I'm still in the water. That's really weird. And it makes jumping up on stuff really annoying too. Wow, okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Looking for tadpoles, looking for tadpoles. Not sure if any spawn naturally or if I need to breed frogs, but I'm looking for tadpoles anyways. I guess one nice thing about this biome being mostly water is like, you won't get too many mob spawns. It's certainly a lot more chill than over in like that little beach area we were in before. That was kind of crazy. Also, these roots are like surprisingly hard to break. I'd imagine it's a lot easier with the hoe, which once again I forgot, because I'm a silly little guy and just don't remember to break things. But even then, they're like much harder to break than leaves. This biome's getting a little bit laggy and I have not been able to spot any tadpoles, so I think we kind of just have to take the L, maybe grab some of that tropical fish and head on our way. There's one more biome I want to show you guys. Come on, there we go. There we go. If I can't have funky little frogs, I suppose we'll have to settle for tropical fish. Also, this mud breaking has like the weirdest sound, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's all like wet and splattery and gross, and I can't say it's my favorite, to be honest. Did you see that? Like, look, it's still really laggy, I apologize, but look, like, it just keeps going forever. Like, wow, it goes all the way back around. It's like this giant sea. It's almost a complete circle of a giant mangrove swamp, really. All right, we're back in our birch forest again, and you can see just across the water. Please, I just started talking, dude. You're such an interrupter. Just across the water there's the light. Everything that the light touches is my kingdom. But if you look to the north of our kingdom, haha. jungle biome. I'll probably do like the exploring and stuff here off camera because you guys know what jungle biomes are like. They've been in the game for like literally over a decade at this point. So I think I'm probably just gonna cut all that out, and I'll meet up back with you guys back at the tree stump. I've got some plans for the exterior of our base and a bunch of other little structures and things I want to get a good start on. So we'll get to that in a minute. I have been a busy guy lately, as you can kind of see by my hodgepodge collection of armor that I got going on here. I've been doing a lot of mob killing, a lot of ore mining, a lot of smelting, a lot of animal breeding, and it's all to get levels. I made another successful trip to the mangrove swamp, got some mangrove leaves and more saplings, or propagules, or whatever they're called. I got a pretty good enchantment on my boots, Unbreaking 3 Protection 4. Not the best, but not the worst either. I also went and put my axolotls in my little pond here. You could go ahead and say hi to Tristan and Jonathan. Where are your name tags? There's your name, there you go. They have just been swimming around in their little pond, looking very, very cute. But there's a little bit more to it than that. I know, I keep putting off the enchanting and the building and stuff, and it's getting late in the video, and you guys really, really want to see that. I know, I'm being really, really annoying, but something really funny happened. If you'll notice, I used to have some tropical fish, and where there were tropical fish, there now no longer are tropical fish. I'll go ahead and play the clip. Axolotls are predators. It's the kind of thing you usually remember if you're not me. But I decided to try and mix and match the two of them in my pond here, and needless to say, that didn't go very well. But anyways, going on down to our enchanting setup, I've finished the collection of bookshelves here. I'm not sure how I feel about this awkward transition between stone and bookshelf just yet. That's like our one empty spot. But more importantly, if we go ahead, take our unused diamond pickaxe and plop it in here, you can see Fortune 3, the one enchantment that everybody, oh, that's a book, the one enchantment that everybody wants. All I did was make one round of enchantments on my boots, but we're gonna go ahead and pop this right now. I really hope we get something a little bit better than just Fortune 3, but we'll see. Oh, all right. God, what are the odds? That's not great. Fortune's still really good, so I can't be too mad. I've got enough EXP for one more enchantment, and I'm actually thinking we might put it on the sword. Considering how much mob fighting we do, it's only sharpness 4. Ooh, that's not the best. It's fine though. We will get it figured out eventually. Alright, so I've been delaying the expansion of our base area for way too much time, and it's really just for one reason. I mean, it's a big grind, of course, but like, what isn't in this game? The real reason that I've been delaying it is, well, because, look at all this crap we have to deal with. There's a bunch of trees and stuff. We might even have to expand the land outwards a little bit, but there's no more avoiding it, so I think we're just gonna kick into a little bit of a time lapse, clear all this area out, maybe lay down some pathways, and then we'll talk a little bit about my base expansion plans. Alright guys, check it out. I have been very busy. On top of what you saw in the time lapse, I've been putting together this entire undergrowthy, mushroomy landscape connecting our portal over here in an island over to our main base. I'll put up a couple, cinematic fly-throughs for you guys right now so you can see pretty much everything that I've been working on. But yeah, I have been busy. Not only did I do a whole bunch of excavation that you saw in the time lapse and, built up that island over there and stuff with my portal on on it. I went and I lit up the ocean around it with the jack-o'-lanterns. I built these cute little islands, made this pathway which winds between these two trees, which I kept in, which I thought was very cool, and circles around, actually splits at this tree. I'll probably have additional pathways branching off in different directions. Don't worry, of course, the animal farms are very temporary. I really just needed them for their resources. We will definitely be moving these guys to a more permanent location at some point in the future, maybe next episode. And then the path goes right up to our starter base, which you can see is looking as beautiful as ever. I'm really proud of this, guys. It took me a while, of course, between all the mushroom creation and the path making and stuff, but it's turned out really well. I've hidden most of the torches in this area, gotten everything looking all nice and lush and vibrant and stuff, but still keeping that kind of dark fungal aesthetic that I've been talking about in previous videos. As a quick reminder, I've created a little bit of like a backstory, right? A little bit of world building for this series. And to give you a quick recap, we're on a world where the sun that used to provide light and warmth to the entire world mysteriously shattered into a million pieces, which is why the world is eternally in darkness. There used to be ancient trees which lived across the land, which all died out as a result of the sun, breaking in half. And the tree stump that we're living in is a remnant of one of those ancient trees. And even though the world is almost entirely shrouded in darkness, there are these tiny little patches of light here and there where little tiny communities have sprung up, holding on to the last little remnants of light and warmth in an otherwise very dark and barren world. Filled with mobs. Every time I go anywhere, it's just like I have to fight off 10 million mobs before I can even record. It's genuinely a little frustrating. But that's how the dice rolled, and that's how we're gonna go with it. In the next episode, I'm planning on finishing our entire starting area, which means more farms, maybe even some villager action going on, if we get lucky. I'm still not sure about that one. But, you know, lots of expansion out here, additional buildings, additional mushrooms and structures, and maybe even more tree stumps and stuff. It's gonna be a really jam-packed episode, and I'm very excited for it. So I do hope you stick around for episode 3, whenever that comes out. Oh, and we will definitely be exploring the Nether in the next episode. Oh, and one more thing before I finish off the episode, I made another level 30 enchantment, and you can see I got protection 4 and aqua affinity. Now we're looking very fancy, I gotta say. Alrighty guys, I think that's gonna be just about it for today. I really hope you enjoyed all the builds and grinding from today. If you did, please do leave a like on the video down below, and if you are not subscribed, consider doing that as well. This tiny little cow with his head poking through a fence definitely wants you to. Until next time, my dudes, this has been Leon, and I will see you all in the next Minecraft random hardcore video. Take care, my dudes.